Okay, so what's up, everyone? So I am officially out of union with my masculine. I believe that we exited union this morning after I did my last tarot video. So when it comes to the monthlies, honey, I forgot that them shits be a lot of work. It's been years since I've done like monthly videos for some of the signs. I hope motherfuckers enjoy that, cause I don't think I I don't think I'm gonna do that no more. It was a lot of work. When I was connected to my feminine, it was more of a struggle because she she just want to, it's like tarot is a job to her. But the thing is that it's a lifestyle. Being a priestess is a lifestyle. You need time to work on your mental health. You need time to be able to heal yourself and recharge, especially when you're giving quality service in what you do, you know, because I just kind of was exhausted. I'm just like, I said it in a video before, like she don't even really like what she's doing. So it just feels burdensome. It feels daunting, you know? But when I hear her, it's like she's putting on a show. But of course, cuz she don't want to do what she do and she's not presenting herself a certain way. But behind the scenes, it's just like she really don't want to be doing that shit. So, and then it's just like when I got out of union with her, instead of trying to rush through the readings, I just took my time because after I cut her off, I dealt with some serious shit mentally. I was just like, oh my goodness, you know. But everybody is not aware of mental health. Everybody doesn't have mental health awareness. At one point in time, I was where she is, you know. So as her masculine, you know, using my imagination that if I was her man and she was my woman, I would want to be understanding with her. I would want to be understanding and patient. But at the same time, you know, one thing that I pay attention to, people they say that they want some type of change. So I be paying attention to the opportunities that they take. If there's an opportunity for them to start, you know, transitioning into that change that they want to make, then you should take that opportunity. So if they don't take that opportunity, it's kind of like a red flag. It's kind of like that's a lack of effort. They may have missed the opportunity because they overlooked it. Well, damn, you're definitely not gonna get it if you can't identify when it's an opportunity for you. You know what I'm saying? To do something different or to confront something or to, you know. So, I was in a relationship like that one time. It was so annoying. It was so annoying because but at the same time I was younger and I felt like that person needed to change. You know, my thing is that they did though, because they was trying to put pressure on me to be more materialistic. So I'm just like, well, you need to work more on your moral character. So I'm sitting up here, I'm working all these jobs, and you missing out on opportunities to grow within yourself. It ain't working. Mm-mm. But it's crazy because my masculine, you know, he was dealing with people who was using him, trying to use him against me. You know, I believe he was in on it too, but the thing is that people had lied to him about who I was, and they did that shit to him on purpose because they wanted to sabotage him. Because the people that he deal with, these individuals have experienced me in one way or another, and people know what my energy does. Especially when I'm in love with somebody, and when it comes to being in love, there are many ways to be in love. I love universally. So it's not always something romantic, even though, of course, I have romantic feelings for him. But, it's spirit, it's spiritual. She's my spiritual wife, he's my spiritual husband. When I meet the next twin flame, it'll be that. But I hope that I can get a break. But my divine feminine is having a hard time with letting go of me. It's like I just can feel her. I mean, I don't know what she's doing. I don't know if she's trying to do things to me, against me, or what. I could just pick up. The other day I picked up she was lying. I just picked up that she's real attention seeking right now. You know, um, my thing is that she's a lot like me in a past timeline. So there's a lot about her that I understand, and I'm not going to judge her for that. Um, but I pick up that she wants attention from this man. It's like she wants to chase him. I mean, she's a strong, bold woman, and she goes after what she wants. Right. My thing is, I like that about her. I used to be the same way, but it's kind of like you have to learn men. You know what I mean? Because even, I'm trying to tell you that shit, it's kind of like as women, we want to be rebels because in a way, we want to demand our respect. We want to demand that we are accepted for who and what we are, but when you develop more compassion, you realize you don't have to be demanding, you know. Um, but I so get it. But the thing is that this person does not like her. He has already made it clear, like she realizes that he's okay with being single because she wanted more with him. But he realized that she's not the one. So in her mind, she's just like, if you give me a chance, I can be the one. You know, I'm not in union with her, so I can't protect her from doing that because that's what you call chasing. I understand that she's confident in who she is and her abilities, but at the same time, it comes off kind of desperate. It comes off thirsty to a man because it's like when somebody says no, they say no. Just like with her, if she said no, no means no. I get women have egos too. She probably think she can fuck him and change his mind. She probably think that if he spends some time with her, something in her personality, she can do something different. Sometimes I feel like she be trying to use me, she be trying to use my energy. My energy is so attractive. It's so attractive. And I like her because whether she knows it or not, she knows how to use it. So, she sees what it does, but at the same time, because we are not in union, and I do believe that even though I'm still picking up on her, I don't really think that she has access to me. So it's kind of like there are certain things that are like falling apart. At one point in time, it was good. She thought that maybe she would be sure that, this man would come around and that, he would choose her. But then she realizes that he's not. It's the shift of the energy. So I mean, when we're connected, you know, then you are a part of my energy, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm very attractive. I attract a lot to me. She was experiencing money. She was experiencing a certain quality of a man. Now it's kind of like, why does it seem like financially things are slowing down or nothing is coming in now all of a sudden? Why has this person changed their mind about me? Right. So it's kind of like she's using my energy to cloak herself, to shield herself, because I am connected to her, and at the same time I'm focused on her, so I'm giving her my energy. I'm with her in the spirit. We're supposed to be practicing partnership, so I'm giving her attention, I'm giving her time. I explained in the video, I submitted to her and let her take the lead. So it's not there anymore, so things are not going to be the same. So now what's going to happen is that she's in her own energy. So it's kind of like life has bounced back to what it once was before we were connected or in union. I gave her an extension because I sent her a energy transfer, a money transfer. So, you know, um, it's like she's still holding on. But that is because she doesn't understand how things are working. So she's going to experience some loss. But it's kind of like a prenup. In union, we are married. We signed the prenup. So whatever you come into the connection with is what you end up with. You see what I'm saying? So when we're together, she benefits off of me. Now the thing is that I'm not necessarily looking to benefit, but at the same time, I'm not trying to deal too much with. It kind of feels like I'm dad and she's my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like she just takes and takes. There's nothing that she can give to me. It's like it's nothing that she can do for me. Like her she don't take care of her mental health. She wants to work herself to death. Not one time did I get into any of my self-care or self-love routines. Like I waxed one armpit and I didn't wax the other one. But the one that I waxed was before her and I got into union. But when I got into union with her, I didn't feel like doing nothing else. I struggled with doing my hair. You know what I'm saying? But I did it. Um, so I mean, I left the union because, like I said, I submitted to her, and so I didn't want to fight with her. I didn't want to fight over control with her because I know that she's controlling. I know that she wants to be in control. At the same time, she doesn't understand what's going on. She really doesn't. I mean, she's new to it, so. But I'm about to do a reading. I'm about to do a reading with her. It's just that I really don't want her chasing after that guy. I really don't. She think that she got it, but she really don't. It's like she thinks she got it under control, but she really doesn't. She don't really know men, you know. And the type of man that she wants a man who knows who he is, and she wants a man who knows his capabilities. That's a dangerous man. Just like if it was a woman, that would be a dangerous woman. Okay. But when it comes to my masculine, I mean, I don't know. You know, I would just walk away. I just want to walk away from that situation. Cause he got people around him that don't mean him no good. He's easily influenced by these people. He's such a nice guy and he's so loyal to his people. I'm just like that. Those are red flags for me because your life is going to change when I step in. You could know somebody for 17 years and I'm going to tell you that person is no good for you. You're going to get upset and you're going to feel like, well, you just stepped on the scene. How you going to tell me about somebody that I've been knowing for 17 years? So, I don't even want to take myself through that because what ends up happening is that individuals turn on me and then everybody turns on me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I can't just be with anybody. You know, I can't just share my energy with anybody. When it came to him, it was just like a whole bunch of other people just jumped into the connection. So he be running his mouth, he be talking a lot, you know. He didn't even know these he didn't even know that these people knew who I was. That shit happened to me before too. That happened with another twin flame. That also happened with the twin flame that I was talking to you about too in that other video when I was coming from the gym. You know, but I mean, they tried to use him to set me up. So, and at the same time, I told you people kind of like to play with me because they be trying to experiment. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm just glad I'm out of that situation. I have learned so much about relationships with being with my son's father, and I'm going to tell you, we started off We started off, I mean, I known him for 2 years. In those 2 years, I chased that man down. Anybody could tell you I was crazy about my baby daddy when I first met him in high school. Then we got together and we were in love. You know, before I found out I was pregnant, I was ready to leave him. I was ready to leave the relationship. I was ready to go. Then I got pregnant. And I was messing with somebody else, when we were letting go of each other because we were separated. He fell on hard times financially. So did I. I think around this time too, his brother, he had let his brother get the car. His brother crashed his car. So, I'm just like, I was trying to get away from him. I just felt like the relationship wasn't going anywhere. Then I ended up pregnant. So then we ended up having a conversation. But hold on, because I was messing with somebody else too. So I was already 3 months pregnant when I found out I was pregnant. Okay, so I had broke up with my son's father a month before I found out I was pregnant, and I was messing with somebody else. So I didn't know who the baby daddy was, when I was pregnant. So I ended up telling both of them. You know, the guy, he left, and I told my baby daddy I was hoping that he would leave. I was hoping that he would leave. I was just like, shit, maybe this might be it for, maybe this might be the thing for us to go our separate ways. Cause I mean, I was looking forward. I was pregnant. I was looking forward to having a baby. I don't care if I had to do it by myself. Shit, I want to do it by myself. So, I was like, shit, it's crazy because he talked to his dad. His dad, the one that convinced him, he was just like, well, if you love her, son, and if that is your baby, you don't want to miss, you don't want to miss being in the hospital, seeing them born and all that type of stuff. So I was like, damn. I said, his dad got a big heart. I said, shit. And he loved his dad. So, he be listening to his dad. That's why I knew. I was like, I ain't gonna be able to pull no stunts and get rid of him now. That shit was crazy. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I forgot what I was saying before that. Whatever. Child, I was trying to get away from him. But we talked, and he told me, I said, I want to do things better. I want to change my life. You know what I'm saying? I was a party girl. I was a party girl, always hanging out, always drinking, going to the club, you know. Um, I was working all the time. So I told him, I said, I want a better life. I want us to be able to talk about things. I don't want to argue about shit no more. Like, I became just a different person, when I found out I was pregnant. I didn't want to be the same. Now, you know, throughout being a parent, me trying to evolve within myself, then taking care of my son, then trying to be in the relationship with me and my son's father, you know, shit won't change it. I was just like, it's never gonna change. Like, I be talking, but he's very combative. He likes to argue, So I'm just like, and it seemed like whenever shit was good, it's like he couldn't have just a peaceful life with me. It had to be some type of drama going on. He had to stir up some type of drama and just start fussing. And I started going out more with my sisters, and he used to get upset. But I'm just like, you always looking for a fucking argument. Like, what's wrong? Shit is good, and you're trying to argue? No. So we used to get into it about that. I mean, if you calm the fuck down and just be okay with shit being quiet and peaceful, but that won't him. So, I mean, we've been dealing with each other for a long time. We ended up separating. Um, there was a lot of damage done to our relationship. We went through the process of hating each other. But I am the one who surrendered to the situation because I would see things that he didn't see. And he was so in his feelings and he was so worried, like, he's kind of jealous. He didn't want to see me be with somebody else before he get with somebody else. He didn't want to see me move on and be happy. But and that's what I'm saying. If you know somebody is not happy with you, then why you want them to stay? Misery loves company. So, we got to a point to where we broke up, we hated each other, we came back together, we had to settle our differences. It took a long time, you know, but then I started getting into the metaphysical. I started learning how to heal. I started learning about herbs and all that type of stuff. So I began to heal him and our relationship. So then we became friends. So, I mean, I've been through a lot with him. So he has been the teacher. This relationship has been very catalytic in my life. So I try to get away from him so many times. I try to run away from him. You know, this relationship was very purposeful. It's a very purposeful relationship. So I wouldn't be who I am today without, you know, the challenging life of Michael, the challenging personality. He really, in this experience, I really learned how to grow myself. I can't be the happiest version of myself. This being in this relationship forces me to be the strongest version of myself. But through all of the misery that I go through behind the scenes, I know how to create happiness for myself, and I know how to heal myself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Then I have spirit guides, I have protection too. So, you know, a situation where most people would be miserable, it's about perception. It's about perception. I want one thing I know that I knew when my son was born, I want a relationship with him. There was a point in time where I was working 12-hour shifts and all that dumb shit. I would come home, can't even deal with him, just too tired, cranky, upset, worried about bills. I had my own place. I was like, man, fuck this. Fuck it. This is ridiculous. I'm too tired to change his goddamn pamper. Oh my goodness. It was terrible. I was like, this shit crazy. I have no problem with working. But my thing is that when you're doing everything by yourself, that shit. Because I wasn't going to take child support out on him. Because he wasn't a deadbeat dad. He wasn't deadbeat. So, I mean, I was just like, fuck it. And I mean, here I am. So, I mean, a lot of shit that I learned is because of where I'm at. It makes me sad. Like deep down inside, it makes me sad for people to be in relationships with somebody that they're in love with, but they may not like all the time. And because of that little lack of like, you just cannot try for your partner. You just can't. You just give up so easy. That shit makes me sad. You should be lucky that you get to be with somebody that you are in love with, and you get to share that life with them. You're lucky to be with somebody who cares about you wholeheartedly. But then again, I don't know, because when we're not taking care of our mental health, our relationships ain't shit. I'm trying to tell you. Because you got people, I mean, my son's father, at one point in time, he was complaining. I was just like, what the fuck are you complaining for now? Like life is good. Because people, they go through things. We go through things as individuals. And so when we're in these partnerships with people, it's not just about us. You have to be a partner. Your life is not just about you. And the thing is some people are very lazy in partnerships. That is the worst. That's why I don't know. I'm just like, I sit and some days I cry about certain things, but then some days I'm just like, please don't put me through any more shit anymore. Like, the one thing that people lack in relationships is devotion. When you're dealing with addictions, that affects your relationship too. Why they don't have blow up man dolls? How they gonna have the blow up female dolls, but they don't got no blow up man doll? That shit crazy. My son's he gonna act like I gave him a little hint, that I kind of wanted to. I was in the mood. He gonna say, "Oh Lord, girl, just calm down." I said, "Excuse me." He is terrible. He is terrible. He'd be like, "Don't be so thirsty." I'm trying to tell you, it's like toys. It just kind of seems like your sexual drive increases. Sometimes that's why I be eating sugar too. I eat a lot of sweet stuff because as you get older, as a woman gets older, taking in like a lot of sweets, it affects her sex drive. But that shit not working. I don't know what's going on. Tell me about my girl. What's going on with her? What's going on with her? She's thinking about a gift somebody gave her. Okay. She has the Ace of Swords, the Justice in reverse, the Death in reverse. I think Justice and the Death, that's me and her. She hasn't let go. The Tower, the Star, the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay. So she realizes that I'm different and that I do have the ability to heal. That's nice. Um, I mean, well, the shit look good. So I mean, what's up? Something she saw from me, did it help heal her from dealing with that guy? Good, 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 good. You know, I think she's a sweet girl, and I don't know. I just can't. I don't like the thought of a woman. She just likes somebody so much, and the dude is just a goddamn jerk. Cause I picked up that he was a jerk. Like he'll drag her. You know, she triggers him. She triggers something in him, and it tempts him to want to hurt her, and whatever, like not physically, but like mentally or emotionally. But he made the right decision by walking the fuck away. Cause if he was to hurt her, he gonna have to deal with some serious consequences. Okay, so she good. She still ain't let go though. It's okay. I mean, I guess I just deal with it. It was hard for me in the beginning because when I had to learn certain things, I really wasn't receptive. I was so hard headed and just so bullheaded. And I always wanted to be in control. I didn't even know why I wanted to be in control. I, I like emotional control because I'm going to keep it transparent, and I'm going to try to keep the emotions healthy, but then I'm just like, well, damn, I'm so busy trying to control shit emotionally, but I don't have the brain power. I can't control anything mentally. I can't even control myself. So that leaves me vulnerable and open for somebody else to, take advantage of me mentally. Somebody to come in and control my mind. And I went through that. I had to go through that. I had to go through a lot of people like controlling my mind. But at the same time, it was an experience because spiritual warfare is real. You know, it's kind of like being pushed off of a cliff and you jump in the water. It's like you don't know. I'm not gonna say you don't know how to swim, but I don't. When I was a little girl, when we were learning how to swim, me and my sisters, the dude lined everybody up and pushed us all in. So it's kind of like that, you know. Crazy. So yeah, I gotta do one for my masculine. I don't really want to see what he got going on. I don't want. Tell me about him. All right, so somebody is projecting on him. Somebody is trying to say he's avoiding conflict, or well, he should be avoiding conflict, but it's kind of like they're trying to say that he's pretty much in denial that he's dealing with strife. Page of Cups in reverse. He's not being caring. But at the same time, somebody's trying to gaslight him. Somebody is trying to play reverse psychology, trying to make him think that he's the bad guy. And my thing is that it seems like he be letting people do that to him. He be letting people do that to him. This is reverse. Somebody's trying to do reverse psychology. It's crazy because I was watching this video. This girl, she got caught cheating. And you know what she said? She said, I cheated because I knew you were about to cheat. The dude said, I was not about to cheat on you. She says, I know you were because I'm an empath. I can feel it. And she starts crying. I said, something is wrong with her. My thing is that if you feel it, let it go. And if it happened, okay, well then you retaliate. But it's just like, girl, that's not smart at all. That's not smart to say. That's the shit. That's why people be thinking, spiritual people are crazy because they be saying shit like that. Because it's just like, bitch, stop it. You gonna sit up here and say you knew he was gonna cheat on you, so you cheated on him first. If you may have been intuitive about that, but just wait and see if the shit happened. And it's just like, damn, you gonna get caught. And then when you get confronted, that's your excuse. That shit crazy. Okay. So so my thing is that it looks like he's moving away from a situation. He has the Knight of Wands in the position of his crown. So it's like he trying to move away from something real fast. Oh, he got the Tower and the Star. So he must be connecting to my divine feminine. Okay. Is she projecting onto him? Okay, that must be a third party. So is he in union with her? Oh, he must be. Okay, so I can't put too much business out, but I know. I ain't gonna say nothing. So he got the same shit. So I think the two of them are seeing the same thing from me. They're seeing the same thing from me. I hope that they're seeing their self, right? Because it's all supposed to be the mirror. So when I rise, it's supposed to give them hope. It's supposed to give them faith that they're about to rise too, or that they can rise. I mean, I don't know. Maybe something happened. I think my divine feminine, she be having issues with women, like trusting women. She's a woman's woman, but she may deal with like a lot of insecure, unstable women. So, I mean, I think that she appreciates me. I appreciate her too. Um, when it comes to this masculine, what is he up to? Because it look like he up to something here. Oh, he's who she's been wanting. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Oh, ooh. And when I say my divine masculine, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about a man that I have a spiritual union with. Okay. Oh, she want him. Oh, hmm. He married though. He's married. He's married. So I mean, I don't know his human, honey. So I don't know who he is in human, but I mean he's married. So um, that's an interesting combination. Oh, so she's trying to compete with me, girl. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. You have him, honey. He all yours, baby. Shit. She must feel more. She feels more comfortable with him, right? Because he. Remember, I told you. Remember when I told you I made that video in the car. I said if I was a man she was attracted to with a dick, she would respond differently. That's what that is. So okay. Well, then that means that they have to come together and oh, but he doesn't he doesn't want it. He doesn't want to deal with her. Well, child, I ain't competing for this. So she's trying to get him for real, but he's married, so that's not gonna happen. I hope she don't try to. She been playing with spell work. Oh my goodness, this girl. She has been trying to break them up. I can't believe her. He probably thought it was me. I don't want your unavailable ass. Shit. She trying to strategize. I wouldn't be surprised if she was using me to try to get next to him. Trying to be my friend to get next to him. But I mean, that's what she acting like that. That's not who she is. She acting like that because of who she's surrounded around. She trauma bonded. Mm. Yeah, because she really don't understand how shit work. But and see, you got to be careful because the thing is that she's a sapiosexual. But in being a sapiosexual, you work and exercise a lot of your imagination too. This is why a lot of people be getting catfished. You know what I'm saying? Don't get catfished. You you may see that person and you may connect to their spirit, but you don't that person may be different in person. If a man wants you, he's gonna come for you. He's gonna bag you. And I'm gonna tell you, don't because you are a priestess and you're in tune and you're intuitive, don't let these men make a fool out of you because I'm gonna tell you, there are people who meet over the internet and they get together. But there are a lot of men on the internet who are aware. I told you because she wants a man who is sure of himself, who know his capabilities and what he's working with. That's a dangerous man, and she's not ready for that yet. Well, shit, she gotta learn. She gotta learn because I don't want to control her, and she a wild girl. She'll figure it out. I don't think that she's dumb, and I don't think that she's naive. It's kind of like her abilities. It's like power. So she thinks that she has power, that she'll have control. She'll have control, over whoever she wants. Mm. If a man wants you, he'll come for you. He'll reach out. You shouldn't have to chase him. Because when you meet him, when you meet people on the internet, especially the men, you got to be careful. Because men are being logical. Obviously, you're watching them. You know what I'm saying? So they know that you know certain things about them. So I mean, they're going to be paying attention. And I mean, most people on the internet are, you know, because we're all into somewhat of the same information. So everything that each individual does ties into each other in some way, shape, or form. It's like dots connecting itself. Mm. My thing is that you don't want to get caught up in your ego thinking that you are going to be able to pull stunts. I'm trying to tell you, like, from my personal experience, these men is dangerous. And my thing is that you should be able to pick up on you. She focused more on the love. She's focused on the spirit, but you got that human. I'm gonna tell you, some of the nicest people have wicked spirits, and some people you would consider to be assholes and bitches have pure spirits. But I mean, I think she's right about the my masculine because I mean he seemed like a sweetheart. I mean, but he got to deal with his situations. You know, one thing that I have learned, I'm not intervening. I don't want to start no trouble. I don't want to start no drama. I don't feel welcome. I can't trust him. Can't trust anybody else around him. So I can't even trust her ass. Mm. She get a pass though, cause I understand she don't get it. He a little more advanced. He should know better, but he's. Mm, I'm glad I got out. I'm glad I got out. I'm glad I got out. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you. I could tell it was over because I just something in me just I was freed up of something. I was freed up. Mm. The mind is a powerful thing, baby, and you got to be careful because that's why we have to work on our mental health. In the spiritual community, we need to be able to protect ourselves. But I feel like if you're not going to work on your mental health, you need to have your protective crystals. You need to be wearing that black onyx, that that jet. You need to be wearing that obsidian. You need to be wearing that shit. Stay away from the amethyst, cause amethyst have your ass too open. Mm. But anyway, we gonna wrap it up there.